Hello everyone out there in GLN4O. Today we are going to be discussing Unit 3, Activity 6, Assignment 2, the Personal Budget Assignment. The Personal Budget Assignment. You are required for this assignment to screen capture a budget that you create in My Blueprint and submit that to the Dropbox for this activity. I'm going to take you through the steps that are necessary for you to complete a budget for one of your opportunities that you looked at on My Blueprint already. So in Unit 1, you bookmarked an opportunity and you favorited an opportunity in My Blueprint. So now we are going to work on creating a budget for that opportunity. The tab that you need to visit on My Blueprint is called Money. It looks like this. The way that you access this tab is to go over into the drop-down menus on the left-hand side of the My Blueprint page and click on Money. The first page you will access is your dashboard. And the way that you would have accessed that dashboard was to go to your UG Cloud landing page and click on the My Blueprint icon. Do not attempt to Google search My Blueprint. You must log in through the UG Cloud link. Excellent. So you've clicked on the My Blueprint icon and the UG Cloud student landing page, and you've navigated your way to the dashboard for My Blueprint. As I said before, the budgets can be found and the budgeting tool can be found under Money in My Blueprint. What you want to do now is you want to add a budget in My Blueprint. And you do that simply by clicking on the Add Budget button in the top right-hand corner of the Money page. The budget I am going to be looking at today is called Bicycle Repairer, after the opportunity and the job profile that I bookmarked from the job bank and the opportunity I looked at through My Blueprint. I'm choosing to start this in May of 2021. I'm now going to click Add Budget. And it looks like My Blueprint gives me some ideas to help me. So I can start by either adding an income or expense, or I can use the prompts that My Blueprint provides for me. I'm going to first click on Budget for Post-Secondary and see what the different pieces of information are there. So as you can see, you can check out your post-secondary planner for tuition rates, or if you've favorited a program already and or favorited an opportunity already, by clicking on the heart, you can choose a program to connect. In this case, I know that none of these programs will connect to Bicycle Repairer, but I'll show you what happens when you click on one. If you choose one of your programs that you favorited, My Blueprint fills in some key information for you. Because this is an apprenticeship, you can see that there are no tuition fees, but they do add the following fees in. You can also see that it defaults to annual if it just has one number. So I know that this is not for my bicycling program, but just to show you an example, that's how, when you connect a program with a budget, it will fill that in for you. So what I'm going to do is get rid of residence fees now, but I'm going to keep my food expenses because I know that I really like to eat. I also know that I've done some work before, and I've done some research before where I know what the tuition fees are for the bicycle program, and they can be found here. So I know that my tuition is going to be $1,899. So I'm now going to add that into tuition fees. And I know that that's a one-time fee. So now that I have my food and my tuition, I can start to look for other pieces of information. For example, if I want to live in Guelph, I know that I have to look for the rental charges. Luckily on the assignment, there are some links for you. So if I click here to find local rental properties, I can see that there are a number of pieces of information below. So if I'm living in Fergus, I can click on Fergus. I also know that average rental cost for around this area is about $1,500 a month. Now that I have all that filled out, I can click Add Expense. So I now have some ideas. I have food, I have residence, and I have tuition. I can now go to Add Income or Expense and look at costs such as cell phone and car. So if I look at living and choose transportation, there are some calculators under Need Ideas. It has the CAA driving costs calculator here. You may already know this number, and you can add it there and then click Add Expense when you're all done. The last piece that we're going to look at is income. So I'm going to now click on Add Income or Expense and click Add Income. So I know that this is work income. And in this case, I'm already working in a bicycle shop, so I'm going to call this bicycle shop. I know that monthly at the bicycle shop I make about $1,500. That's after taxes and such. I can also click the number of months it's going to take me to get there. So starting in May, I know that I'm going to be attending school in September. But I also know that I will be working at the same time that I will be attending school. So I can now click Add Income. I can also add savings as well. So if I add income now, but then if I go to Add Income and Expenses, I can also add savings, call this Work Savings, and say I have another $3,000 one time. That gets added to my income as well. So I can see now that I have a significant amount of money that I have to make up to be able to balance my budget out. So I have to consider where I'm going to get the rest of that money. If I go to Add Income or Expenses and Add Income, I can look at options such as student loans and scholarships, bursaries, or grants. I can also consider family contribution, and then I would click Add Income. Excellent. So as we saw, your requirements for this activity under Unit 3, Activity 6, Assignment 2, is to complete a budget using the My Blueprint Budget Planner, screenshot a copy of that budget, and you are going to submit that screenshot to the assignment Dropbox here. Thanks so much, and if you have any questions, let me know.